the CFU 2026 Club Shield, brought to you by the Caribbean Football Union.
We welcome you back here to the Bolden Stadium. We're getting ready for game number 2 in the CFU Club Shield 2026 first round. And of course, we have the SWA Sharks FC from the Turks and Caicos. And of course, against Slingerz FC from Guyana.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
So as we get ready, of course, for game 2 on the schedule, we want to again thank the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association hosting of this 2026 CFU Club Shield. Of course, streaming on Blue Flow's premium streaming service, home to every 2026 CPL T20 match, Premier League, Champions League, and more. Ask your local Flow representative how to subscribe today. And of course, the 2026 CFU Under 14 Challenge Series, boys, is next month from August 16th to the 23rd, Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. And so plenty to look forward to from the CFU. Of course, this shield is organized by the Caribbean Football Union, and the CFU is the umbrella organization for 31 member associations, English, Dutch, French, and Spanish-speaking countries. Of course, up next, the second game between the Sharks from the Turks and Caicos and Slingerz from Guyana. This is the SWA Sharks, Dandy Correlon in goal, Caleb Nonsent, number 2, Elton Charles, number 3, Kevin Debole, number 5, Junior Billy Belozer for number 6, Junior Paul, number 7, Mike Owens Voris, number 10, Friendlier Joseph, number 11, Jordan Gilbert, number 12, Ibala Eugene, number 22, and Mackerson Kade, number 25. And for Slingerz, Denzel Smith, number 30, Romain Buckenrich, number 3, Darren Miles, number 8, Kima Beckford, number 10, Kelsey Benjamin, number 11, Curtis Kelman, number 14, Simon Austin, number 15, Roshan Rich, number 16, Kvist Paul, number 18, Quincy Adams, number 19, and Leo Lovell, number 21. That's the starting 11 for Slingerz FC from Guyana. As we get ready to welcome the teams for game number 2 in this series of the 20...
Ladies and gentlemen, now starting lineups for this afternoon's game. We begin with SWA Sharks FC from the Turks and Caicos. In goal, number 1, Donny Corlin. Number 2, Caleb Nonsense. Number 3, Elton Charles. Number 6, Junior Billy Belisaire. Number 7, Junior Paul. Number 10, Michael Virus. Number 11, Friendly Joseph. Number 12, Jodlin Gilbert. Number 22, Alba Eugene. Number 25, Mackinson Caleb. And the captain is number 5, Kevin DeBello. The head coach for SWA Sharks FC, Jack Watson. Now the starting lineup for Slingerz FC. In goal, number 30, Denzel Smith. Number 3, Romain Brackenridge. Number 8, Darren Niles. Number 10, Kemar Beckford. Number 11, Kelsey Benjamin. Number 14, Curtis Kelman. Number 15, Solomon Austin. Number 16, Rashawn Rich. Number 18, Gibbs Hall. Number 21, Leo Lovell. And the captain, number 19, Quincy Adams. The head coach, Jamal Shabazz. The officials for this afternoon's game: referee Renly Napoleon from St. Lucia, assistant referee Lenroy Paris from St. Kitts and Nevis, assistant referee Alejandro Sese of Cuba, and the fourth official is Sanchez Bass of St. Kitts and Nevis.
So we're looking at the teams here now, getting ready. The officials for this game, once again, Renly Napoleon from St. Lucia is the referee, and Lenroy Paris from St. Kitts and Nevis, and Alejandro Sese from Cuba. And the fourth official is Sese Bass from St. Kitts and Nevis. And again, Sid Gray is alongside me. And Sid, we saw a good game this morning, but the weather kind of took its toll later on in the game from about 70 minutes onward. So it was a bit of a drag for some of the players, and I spoke to the captain after, and he was saying his body felt so sore, and he too admitted, he said the heat really took its toll.
Well, this game will be similar because this is the midday sun basically as well. So this is the nature. They have to deal with it. With the heat, just have to try to manage the heat as best as possible.
Yeah, and I would imagine with Jamal Shabazz as the coach of the Slingerz field, the team out of Guyana, he would know how to kind of advise his players on how to handle these conditions. Here we go with the kickoff. Slingerz kicking off in their white strips with the sort of orange trimmings, and the men in black from the Sharks from the Turks and Caicos. So it's a dark blue, not really a black outfit, but it's so close to black, you feel for them in this hot sun.
Well, I have to say that dark color in this heat here could take a toll.
It is. It kind of weighs down on you after a while because you can't get away from the heat. Depending on the type of material, also it kind of it holds the heat in it. But again, hopefully they have what we call breathable material that will allow the air to come through the outfit. Look at how they're backing off and just allowing them to play, keep it in front of them, and see if they can't force themselves into error. Paul changing sides as they go from left to right. Elon Charles, and here they come again, trying to get it back to Paul, and intercepted. That's a good effort, but it's just beat him to the ball there. There's Darren Niles intercepting it, but couldn't complete the play himself. Charles again, Niles rather, getting into it and causing some confusion there. Benjamin won the throw-in for his team.
And I believe this will be a very tactical game here. Knowing the style of Jamal Shabazz of his play, he would like to be keeping the ball a lot, passing it around, bailing from the back to front.
Yeah, it's understandable if you see him when he would coach together with Jerry Moore at Caledonia. That has been the way. You can't be afraid of the ball, and you mustn't you can't be playing at this level and not be able to pass the ball. And I think they emphasize that so much. You see it in the way they play, and they try to keep the ball in the ground and try to pass the ball. Just partially intercepted, and he opted for the throw-in rather than to continue the play. As a result, it's taken away from them. So good patience again being shown here now as they just try to control the play. Fist Paul, one of the standout players.
If you really watch his style of play here already, is like it starts with a back four, but in going forward you'll see they end up as a back three. So the wing backs will be pushing very high up.
Yep, and that is understandable too, because you're trying to create a bit of a mismatch in midfield in particular. So you have more bodies, and what we see now with the wing backs, that they're not predominantly operating on the lines. A lot of times they're now being encouraged to go inside.
Yeah, into the midfield. To create an unbalance.
Yep, to create those mismatches inside of there. As you say, because most times your opponents might have 2, possibly 3 in midfield. And if you could add
an extra player
in there, you could match up well against them. Ball stroked out nicely to the left. Denzel Smith in goal. Name not too unfamiliar to us here in Trinidad and Tobago. So now the game really hasn't come to life as yet, but they're still trying to sort of get a feel for the conditions and get a feel for the ground in particular, and also to see what type of rush the opponents are going to throw at them. Here we are again watching at Slingerz Rich taking control as they try to build again, and just a late challenge there, just trying to get in there, Varys, but he was just a little bit late on Niles. Free kick taken quickly. The referee wants it taken at the correct spot. Very frustrating for the guy in his outfit, but they will start it over all the same at the back. Paul decide to go from right to left, quickly out on that flank out. They have Austin still trying to keep possession of it. Leo Lovell mashing the line on the near side, but the ball is way over on that far side as they try to keep possession. That's a dangerous ball. Either you're playing it to the goalkeeper or you're not, and they're trying to play it between the goalkeeper. It might work out though, but look at that control. Excellent defensive work there from Gilbert. Literally picked his pocket there. And now he gets a chance to build it. Here he is now on the near side. Keeping possession. Goes, that's a great ball. I think he's onside. This could be dangerous. He chips the keeper. No, he decides to go close to him and loses the handle on it. And what looked like a really good opportunity was in fact spurned there. But that really should have been the opening goal here. Running onto it, getting to the ball, Elon Charles, and found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He waited. I thought he was just going to lob the keeper as the ball was bouncing, going towards goal. Look at it here. And this was the earlier interception. But that could so easily have been the opening goal. But the goalkeeper, no, look at it here. See how the ball is bouncing. He had every opportunity to chip the keeper just to get under it.
He had so much time there.
But too much time. That's what happened. He was too much time to think about what to do when he should have just been a reflex action in front of the goal. Goalkeeper is advancing. Either slam it past him on either side, or you just go over him.
The goalkeeper has done pretty well.
He did excellent work.
Staying on his feet and making himself big.
Yeah,
and he's already a huge...
Yes, Smith is a big guy.
And he stands in the goal, he takes up half the goal.
Remember Granville?
Yes.
When you played against Granville and you saw him in goal, you kind of ask yourself where the ball is going to pass, because he was so big. And then when he did this and he spread his arms, pressure, And this is kind of like what Smith is. He's really a huge figure in the goal. And now we would say that because, he is a big fella. He's bigger, but he's bigger than most of the players. But when you play in Europe and you see the size of the goalkeepers, almost every team
has a big goalkeeper.
Has a massive frame in the goal. And they're difficult to pass. Now you're looking at the Sharks trying to build it from the back. They're being patient here. And here they go again. That was the ball that caused the confusion a short while ago. On this occasion, Virus's pass is a little too strong. And it was one back. Here, Lovell trying his best here. No.
Both sides are trying to be patient.
Yep, they're trying to build the ball. They're not rushing the play. They're trying to develop it quickly, but they're not trying to be direct. Yeah, well, this is a deflected that could run for them nicely now. An opportunity. Here's a ball played in there again. We saw this in the first game with an early chance at that near post. Just couldn't get the touch that he needed there to keep it on the inside of the post. Good ball again inside. But look at where the goalkeeper was. He had a big gaping hole there to slot it into. And he failed to hit it.
Hit the target.
Yep. And you want those opportunities because really and truly you're just kind of opening up your hip and just trying to turn the ball in towards the goal. On that occasion, all you needed to do was get it on the other side of the post. Attacking the ball, get the battle in midfield, continues. He elected not to play it first time. And they will keep possession. And down this right-hand side, this is where they have their strengths. And the ball again aimed at Junior Paul, but it never got to him. And that's another great ball. This could be problems here. It should be a goal, and it is.
Yes.
Goal number one. And a brilliant take there. A wonderful pass coming out of the back. And Beckford makes no mistake in the 10th minute of play. Slingerz leading 1-0.
That's a brilliant pass there. Well measured pass. And just slotted past the goalkeeper.
So came up Beckford with the finish.
And last defender. Not supposed to be missing those balls.
Yeah, that was a brilliant finish in there. It was a good ball because you could see the two defenders trying to get it. It was just ahead of both of them. And Beckford had every opportunity to just run on and slot it past the goalkeeper. So Slingerz leading 1-0. Can they keep going? And now they concede, or they win themselves another free kick deep in their own half of the field. But what a finish. And we saw an earlier goal like that, another brilliant ball played, ironically played to the same goal, and controlled well and finished with a plum. So we have an early goal. Sometimes some of these games, from the way they started, everybody being patient and trying to establish possession, keep possession. And sometimes the game is like crying out for a goal. But they have provided that early goal now, so that should just relax them and maybe force the pace a little bit on the part of the Sharks. Here is the ball picked out nicely again. Lovell does well.
Strong tackle coming in there.
Yeah, and he got the deflection too, so he's going to win a throw-in for the Sharks. All of a sudden now you could see the urgency from them. Gilbert.
Silly foul there. Has to be patient. His back is against the goal. Make him take it and play it back. Reset yourself. No need to win the ball. Sometimes the best play sometimes, Ruskin, is to send them.
Just to keep them and keep everything in front of you. without fouling. Here's the ball played to that back post. This could be interesting, and he probably had more time than he thought there, because he certainly got beyond the defense and nobody was marking him. He just kind of ran behind everybody, got a good look at the ball, but he missed the header.
Yeah, that's a poor piece of header there. I think the ball, I feel the breeze has hold it up, because hitting that ball across the field, because of the breeze coming across the field, is holding the ball up quite pretty much. But you have to drive those balls somewhat to get the power.
Yep. Still battling for it, and unfortunately there on that occasion, Gilbert probably trying to do a little too much there. Finds himself taking the ball over the line. So it's really now about who can really establish their style of play now, because
Sharks has come with created two brilliant chances.
Since the goal, haven't been able to take either one just yet. And here they come again. That's another ball over the top. They've had success with this ball so far in this game. They haven't really taken advantage just yet, but that ball over the top is working like a charm. Gilbert to the back post. The keeper is coming and misses it. Well, now did it get a touch? And yes, it did get a touch. I don't think the keeper was the one who got the touch. It might be the defender on the ground was the one who got that last little deflection there and took it away for the corner kick. Now here is Gilbert's ball. Nicely floated in. Man at the back post, attacking the ball.
Goalkeeper has to do much better than that. If you are to come that distance, you have to claim that. Have to get something on it.
But look at where he's trying to. He's trying to almost waist height when he has to be taking that at the highest point, as they say. He was really not in a good position there. And luckily for him, all he conceded was a corner to be taken. Now it looks like the man out there trying to take it is Paul, Junior Paul. He's looking for something. That's a nice ball in, and again, just headed away. That's a brilliant header. Enough on it, Gilbert, once more. Doing his bit at the back. He's here, there, and everywhere. He's a busy man, trying his best to ensure that everything stays in front of him.
Sloppy pass, giving it away.
Yeah, we've seen some of those. So now an opportunity to build from the back here now. Here is this Paul for the Slingerz FC. That's a little too strong. He might be quick, but I don't think Lovell is that tall.
Had he eaten, he had a very hearty lunch, Ruskin.
And again, because you're saying, because the breeze is blowing across the ground this way, a sort of easterly breeze, you have to be able to control your passes and accommodate the breeze. But that's excellent work. But he put his teammate back into problems there. That ball was much too tight. And luckily the deflection went his way. But you could see Lovell pleading with his teammate there, don't play it, because one man was marking two on that occasion. But the game now starting to get a little bit of rhythm to it, as both teams really slugging it out now.
Yes, I think yes, both teams are more getting themselves some rhythm.
Yeah, they know that you don't want to rest on your one goal cushion. As we always say, a one goal lead is an unhealthy lead. Because one mistake and everything changes, but one could quickly turn to 2 if we get it right here, and that's much too close to the defender. And good football again, opportunity to return the ball. That's a great ball.
Oh, went below, just needed to get that onto the target.
That was an easy aperture, brilliant build-up play, but Kelsey Benjamin made a meal of it. And he really had it on a play. His eyes probably opened up big, so. And he mistimed his header because he just seemed to, look at his head. He got under the ball instead of over it.
No need to get that. Just need to just get it onto target.
And you don't need power. You just need to place it properly. And good defensive work again. And now they continue to build. Can they now move it? Niles going with the diagonal, but that's much too straight. And having said that, the man is going to run it down. And but he just couldn't get it, keep it in play.
That one's supposed to be played with a little backspin to curl back. That was a good idea. I think he rushed it a bit too early.
And you've seen both teams making an attempt to put the ball down and play, move the ball around. But this is where the problem is. They seem to lose the ball in that midfield position. And they hand it over. So now that it's changing hands, quickly now we're seeing Adams trying to get it forward. Here is Lovell. Back in the middle it goes as they assume control of the game now. Kelman plays it wide. He's spreading it forward, but once again the speedy Benjamin not able to catch up to that one. And boy, and I would imagine he's probably still thinking about that missed opportunity there. It's a golden opportunity to make it 2-0. This is good defending here and an opportunity to turn away from the pressure, but still not able to come out. Gilbert actually ran himself into trouble. Stay now try to control the game now. Austin taking his time and making sure that they keep possession. They spread it from left side to right side.
Keep moving it slow.
Here they come again. Good quick 1-2 passes now. Opportunity to get a cross in. It doesn't look like he's ready to cross because he's still dribbling, and as a result he runs into traffic and is caught in possession.
Just he needed that. He wanted that ball on his right foot. Sometimes he just needs to use that left foot and whip it in.
Gilbert again with an opportunity to come forward with it. That's speculative at best, as we say. Really trying to get a ball to his teammate who was nowhere near it. That's a great ball again, forcing the defense one way and a chance to maybe return the favor. Ball inside, shot saved by the keeper and then tidied up. He dropped it initially, but he was able to corral it and keep it out. So Corellan doing very well there because for a moment there that looked like it was going to sneak in at the back post.
Yes, that's a good piece of football there by the Slingerz.
Again, you can see the hand movement to suggest Austin pointing where he wants the ball. Goalkeeper is coming. And really, when the goalkeeper comes, you don't want him just sticking a foot out and playing the ball there. You want him to get it out of harm's way. It's still not out of harm's way yet. Gilbert. And trying again now, going forward, sprinting forward. Opportunity here. Can he get it to his man? Turns nicely, and you could see what he was trying to do. He shifted one man, so he sent one defender the wrong way, but he just couldn't get the shot off. The other one was aware and very alert to snuff it out.
I think he had the pass inside very early, but he didn't saw that one. So he has to hold it up and try to create that space to have that shot off.
Yeah, Belizaire, he did very well to get there. And a nice, nifty little fan over the ball. But he just couldn't buy the space to get the shot off properly. The defender was there waiting, but he did well to at least shift Quincy Adams out of the way. It's the second man he didn't account for. It's another deep ball to the back post, but only white shirts climb in there. And again, no, this could be dangerous. And that's a careless ball. Really. You have all that time and space. You don't want to just give up the ball without at least getting a shot or something off. Here's another brilliant ball inside. And bad miss by the keeper there. Maybe he wasn't aware already ready for it, because that ball certainly should have been easily controlled. So that was Alan Charles.
This game seems 1-0 will not be enough. Ruskin, seems like you might see more goals in this game, Ruskin.
I would imagine, I would hope so, because with the quality of football that we're seeing, it suggests that we could get a couple more goals. Another deep ball played in at the back post. And watch out, that bit of defending out there. Certainly good defending. Yeah, he's trying to keep his footing and couldn't do so. But
both teams, patience, giving it away. And we are the first drinks break.
First year, the hydration break. And Jamal Shabazz there, no doubt, anxious to get a couple more goals. But I'm sure he'll be happy. Probably would be happy of the two coaches suggesting that his team kind of settled a little bit better and have been able to put together some good sequences so far.
He might be a bit disappointed they are not up to at least 2-0.
That second goal.
Yeah. Knowing Jamal, he will halftime. He will tell him you have to do better.
Yep. Yeah.
Get those chances. You have to score those goals.
And the thing about it too is that when you play at this level, or even at a higher level, what are you going to tell the man at that stage? He knows that he made a mistake, and he should do better. So I think the professional understanding or the professional approaches don't sweat it too much, But he must know in the back of his mind he has to do better the next time around.
And playing at this higher level, you have to make it count because you doesn't get so
Too
much
many
chances.
Yeah. So and we're saying all of that to say he knows he should have done better. His teammates know that, the coaches know that, his teammates on the bench know that. But you still can't come down on him because you want him to stay in the game and maybe correct his error by putting the next one away. So we can have a throw-in to start proceedings again, to get the restart. Lovell, 25, we're in the 26th minute of play. Benjamin getting it back. Benjamin was the man with that diving header that he headed over the bar. Had to try that diagonal ball again, and once more it's very strong, almost went out of play. Turning, twisting with it, trying to do so at Varys.
See, both teams really are trying to keep the ball and play a very high tempo possession game.
A bad pass, giving it away, and Benjamin does well to start the play. He's looking for the return ball, but it doesn't come. And now here he gets it now, and they position himself at a nice angle for the return ball. So Slingerz again stringing together some good passes here now. That should have been a free kick. The referee plays the advantage. Here is Benjamin now playing the ball. That's a little tough again too much volume.
Yes, I think that one could have played on the ground for him. Flat.
Yep. And we're looking at Beckford there on the ground, the goal scorer. Well, the referee was attending to Beckford. Play resumed at this end. Now he stopped play to do it over.
They are playing a game at their own pace.
Yeah, the players are in charge.
No need for the referee.
And again, but he's heading into one, but there's nobody there, so I think he recognizes that now. Excellent work. And turning away from the pressure. And Bonito's Kelman goes to the return ball, gets it back now, and has the opportunity to slow it down once again. And sometimes they just, when the opponents sort of shut down the passing lanes, they're not just a great ball. This too could be problems. It has to be a first time touch, really. And now he's asking for a penalty.
I don't think so.
I don't think he might have gotten a touch, but we have a defender down. And that is not good news because the man down there is nonsense. And but he seems to be okay. And but he was flirting with danger there. Look at him, nonsense, trying to put in that tackle. He did make some contact, but I don't think it was deliberate contact. Nevertheless, it was in the area, so you know.
I think he should have done better than that.
Yep. I thought he was going to hit it first time. You don't need a second touch there. All you need is one touch. And he got to the ball first. So you don't need, because he would have had to have taken a second touch, whether the tackle came or not. And errant pass. And as a result, they're under pressure immediately. Niles turning, twisting. Benjamin now looks up ahead of him. You see Lovell. Lovell back inside it goes. And they're rolling once again. And trying his best there to get the ball up from under him. That first touch let him down there, Kelman. And the one thing is, when the sun is hot like this, you don't want to go long spells without touching the ball. It just drains you even more.
As Ruskin, this is a very hot day.
That's a little tight.
Very hard to be playing football in. Hot, sticky.
Yeah, but nothing solves the problem like a goal or two. And you will take that and just relax and play. Benjamin looks up again, sees that he has help. Turning, twisting, nobody coming to support the ball. So Kelman decides to start it over once again. And looking for support.
That's a very good ball. What smart goalkeeping.
Yep. Cutting out that angle, making sure that he gets to the ball early. And again, identical. That's not the part of the field you want to be running with the ball. And you're better off just playing a quick 1-2. And probably get it back. But don't try to run with it there.
You lose that ball in that turn, straight to goal.
There's Benjamin again doing very well. They get a second bite of the cherry. That's good football. They're just building again. Opportunity here now as they come streaming through. Can he get the hook back? It's a little bit beyond everybody. Benjamin not able to get a touch, but you could see the intent. You know, they know that they have wing backs who have the license to attack.
To go.
Yep. So they kind of build it up here and then shift it wide. Big battle in midfield. Players fighting for the ball. Benjamin. That's too close to the opponents. And Gilbert will say thank you very much.
Good piece of skill.
As they keep possession now, this is where they kind of
Giving it away.
run out of ideas there. They're just playing more hopeful balls than, well, talking about hopeful balls, where is the shot? And just like that, he's able to come back. And that's another brilliant ball, a great run. Goalkeeper is out. Can he get the ball between the uprights? No, he can't. Well. Did all the hard work, went around the defender, and Darren Niles missed the goal by a mile. And now he looks very dejected. Watch at it, a brilliant first-time ball from in his own half of the field. Sent him on his way, rounded the goalkeeper.
No need for power. Just needs to settle himself and get it on
Make
time.
sure you get it on frame. Because he would have been hitting into a partially open goal because there were two defenders tracking back there. Once he had to go wide of the goalkeeper, that bought the defenders some time. So another good opportunity for the Slingerz outfit that they haven't really taken advantage of. Eugene. Back it goes to the keeper, and his effort is, well, it's one of those, if it was a cricket shot, you would have said a brilliant shot because he bisected
The two outfielders.
two outfielders. But this is football, and those are his teammates. So you don't want him bisecting your teammates like that. Ball held up again, and the long legs there taking possession. Benjamin now turning, taking his time, looking for something forward, probably. No, he decides to go all the way back in the middle of the defense. Quincy Adams. As he plays it out to his left. Breckenridge out there. As they go really to the extremities of the field. You could see the patience now. They know they have the wherewithal of this team. They just need to finish what they're starting. And so far, so good. Benjamin once more. Looking for something. Plays a great ball. Is he onside?
Good ball.
Played inside of the header back is down into the ground, but easy take for goalkeeper Corelan. This is where they're running into problems. It's almost like they're setting the trap for them and then squeezing them in their own defensive third. And so far, Sharks are having a tough time breaking down that press. And this is what happens. They lose it, and then they're exposed at the back.
Captain has to turn out. He has to get enough time to play the ball, turn, and bring it on the side. He keeps playing it back into the nest, where there's bodies.
And, the outlet, of course, is the goalkeeper. And how often did you see that at the World Cup, where guys would take even from half line, they'll go back to the goalkeeper because you want to relieve that pressure, avoid the trap that they're setting for you there, and start to rebuild from the back. This is a chance now. This is a great ball. Is he onside? Looks so.
Yes.
Opportunity. Can he get it back inside? No. Again.
The final pass, Ruskin. The final pass.
A lot of promise, but no finishing product. Now they're on the move again. Opportunity for Benjamin. He's looking up and decide he's going to take his time. No need to rush things, Niles. Keep in possession. That's a risky ball, but it might work for him. And, well, guess what happened there? He was trying to elude his man Lovell. He went up in the air, and just as we thought, Gilbert went under him, and he might have got stepped on in his head. Look at it there. Just
Missed him.
he just missed him. Because as they say, you have to land somewhere. There's the laws of gravity. Can't stay up there all that time.
Oh,
But this is good. Even though they lost the ball, look at the press, and they win it right back. Right there in the up position. But he has to get out of that now, stretch it out a little bit. And where is the support? It's a little bit thin. And but here they go again. But kept in nicely there by Paul, but they could have done better with that, just to make sure that they have support, early support, and they don't give it away like that. Now they're under some pressure, and a little bit of a tug on the shirt there results in a free kick to the SWA Sharks, or the SWA Sharks as we call them.
SWA Sharks. Or Bacon Sharks.
The team from Turks and Caicos.
Something from the sea.
Yep, talking about Sharks, of course, we're into the rainy season here, and again, that diagonal ball. We've seen it work at times, probably not as often as it should, but they're not afraid to play it. It's an interesting ball because they're playing it from very deep, trying to get it over the heads of the defenders. We've seen a couple of times they've done it and they've had success with it. But on occasion, the defenders will win one or two of those. 1-0, the scoreline here. 38, we're into the 39th minute of play. And this has been the story for the Sharks. That final pass, in the final third, it's not as clinical as it should be. Time and again. And
Giving it away again.
Yep. Story of this first half so far, once more.
And I know the heat may be taking a toll.
Yeah, but at least still try and do the right thing and keep possession of the ball when you have to. If you're not sure of making a positive pass, a good reverse pass helps because it takes away the pressure, the immediate pressure, and it puts the ball in a better position on the field.
Smart play. Taking the pace down.
Yeah, because he too recognized that there are a couple of occasions when he might have been beaten, or he could have been beaten, and had his blushes spared either by a miscontrol or a recovering tackle. There's another ball played into space, and look at it, they're playing it down the extremities of the field where there is space. Turns away from the pressure nicely, decides to come onto the left side. There's a shot just wide. You could see the intent there. Niles again picking a spot. Just have it wide of the
And that's
upright.
great patience here by the Slingerz.
Yeah, Slingerz doing well. They every so often they spring to life, and here it is again. They're setting the trap around the ball, and they're just trying to squeeze them into error, and on cue almost they turn it over. There's Alexander now, taking his time this time, not forcing it.
Yeah, literally putting the Sharks to sleep and then spring the quick counter attack.
Yep, Adams and company. That's a great ball back inside. Now I'm surprised he went back on the line. He could easily have come off that line, but he opted to do so, and now they have to go back, and that probably is as a result of just that one bit of miscommunication there, or miscontrol. It's another good ball.
No need for in the air. Put it on the ground.
Not only that, the easier pass might have been the man running right in front of him there. He could make that pass a little bit better without trying anything too fancy. Just play it back to him and let him roll it to your teammate instead of trying that first time ball that it was speculative at best. This should be offside. The referee's assistant is not waving the flag. He's allowing play to continue. And he then gives a corner, but you would think that you look so far behind the defense that Yeah, it is. He was actually ahead of the defense unless the man in the middle played him on. But a nice recovery tackle there in the end to keep it out. And Brackenridge doing work on defense on this occasion. So it's just the one goal. 42 and a half minutes gone unofficially. That's another nice ball inside. And trying to head it there, but the defender getting that final touch. You could see the captain lurking there. And Dibble.
It's a very good corner there with pace.
And a little curl on it as well. Keeper never came. Keeper kind of stayed there.
Stay on the line.
Yep. Kind of watched it. Here's another one, but doesn't get it out. Can he get the ball across? He decides to go all the way back with it. Now, where are his options? That's good football. And just trying to rebuild. Again, they go for that ball over the top. Probably not the best option. However, this could be dangerous here. On the way again. He's going towards goal. Can he get it back inside? Plays it across. There should be an opportunity. Brilliant football. Brilliant indeed. And on this occasion, very well taken again by Beckford. And that would make it 2 to the big man. The second one now in the 44th minute.
That's the second goal for Slingerz FC, number 10, Kemar Beckford, in the 44th minute. The score is Slingerz FC 2, SWA Sharks FC 0.
Certainly a fine finish indeed. And he had options.
Smart play there. Just slip it back through the two defenders and he just run on. Empty goal.
Where did that start? With the interception right there in the middle of the park. And if they haven't learned that by now, hopefully that goal will teach them to keep possession of the ball.
In the middle of the park.
Yep, especially in the middle of the park. And don't get themselves bogged down into corners because that's where they're running into problems. Here we come again. They just seem a little reluctant to move the ball quicker in those areas, and they allow the defenders to kind of get set the trap for them. And so far so good. Things are rolling along, but that's a tough ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official on the sidelines is indicated.
2 minutes of added on time.
2 minutes.
So now a chance here quickly now for Paul. Can he get into the areas? His teammate is just waltzing around there and almost as if he was in an offside position, but it's strange. He just was walking and it just seemed like he was just standing there. Not a care in the world.
Creating a bit of chaos.
Causing interference. He was running interference there. But I mean, at that stage, you want to get out of the way and position yourself where you can receive the ball, but he was just strolling. There's another lovely ball in.
Should have done better there.
Yep, and it was a nice curl. He curled it, but not enough so that the goalkeeper could come. In fact, the goalkeeper again started to come and ended up in no man's land. Would have been interesting if he could have gotten a header on it and maybe headed back towards goal. So again, they're just showing some signs here, but those signs are not good enough. You have to produce something. They must have a finished product.
You need to capitalize on those special times, special moments, those half chances. You have to make them into full chances.
Yeah, there was such a nice ball, and you would think as an attacker that's the type of ball you're looking for because you want to get up there and plant a header towards goal or back across the area. But that's what you practice. You practice those things every day, you know, so that when it happens in the game, you know, it's like you've seen this before. You know what to do, and you just want to execute it.
You're rightfully say repetition.
Yep, that's what you do in practice every day when you're doing those forwards defenders against forwards. Luckily, got it back. And but they're going to give away the free kick. Just a little too aggressive there on that occasion. But Jodlin Gilbert will win the free kick for the Sharks.
I expect this one to be going into the box.
Yeah, that's the man walking over the ball there, having scored his 2 goals, Kemar Beckford. That's another ball floated in, and sometimes you wonder about the positioning. You know, you have to give yourself a chance to see the flight of the ball.
I think the skipper should have been wider. He's playing in the center of the field. He's looking for a knockdown. He needs to be
He
crashing.
should be the one there.
Looking to crash.
So that is the end of the first half in this encounter. 45 minutes gone. 2-0 for Slingerz FC from Guyana over the SWA Sharks of the Turks and Caicos Islands. So 45 gone. We still have another 45 to come. We get to that when we come back.
If you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
So once again, we want to thank our sponsors and the TTFA and of course Blue, the streaming service that you can basically follow all the action throughout the tournament and make sure that you catch on to all the action. And of course, we have the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series that is coming up in August. So we have the restart in this one, and another lovely ball, that diagonal ball again, aiming at the back post and just getting enough of a touch onto it and keeping it out of harm's way. Good work once again from Adams. And immediately we have a player down, but a good second half. I think when you look at it, a little more technical than the first game, where both teams are trying to do certain things, and Slingerz, to a large extent, are the ones who would have been more successful in doing or achieving what they set out to achieve.
Yeah, Slingerz are controlling the game, passing the ball around, very patient with keeping the ball.
Just as we say, so they almost gave it away. And here's that diagonal ball again, but easily handled at the back. And Slingerz coming streaming forward. And eventually getting it out of harm's way there, Dibble. And here's the man who has had a big half so far, Gilbert, in that first half. They're going to look to him, I would imagine, for more in the second half. Here is the captain, Dibble, again. Dibble looking for something. And then
has the pass wide, just to play it wide.
Both players bite the dust here. And here's the goal scorer. For a moment, they looked like he wanted to play it to him again. He might get it still. And the flag is up. Doesn't matter.
Offside.
Yep. I thought he was going to play him the first time instead of the ball inside. But the ball inside was really a kind of a 50-50 ball that eventually you saw where Beckford was just trying to tighten it up and get it back to Niles. So 2-0 it is at the half as we just start the second half. In this one, Slingerz from Guyana in the white strip leading, and they might get a chance here because this was a real gift. Who is going to come for it? And again, he mishit it totally there. I suppose he was trying to get it into the corner, but he got under it.
As the runner went on the outside, taking the defender away and created the space, but just couldn't wrap his foot around that one.
And there's the same ball again that got him into trouble a short while ago. He repeated it and it gets them back into more trouble again. That's a great ball. Good run. Also, the pass inside though, just a little bit cheeky from Benjamin. He probably could have done better. Just spend a little more time and focus on the pass. But clearly, Slingerz have come out here with intent. They're not, after that little pep talk from Shabazz, they probably realized that they could do so much better. Just be a little more urgent on the ball. Again, the ball is given away. Those are difficult passes to make because they have to pass 3 and 4 white shirts just to get to the one black shirt.
It's the Sharks. The Sharks are a bit impatient. They don't want to pass the ball around.
And the movement is not as precise. This is good though. Here is the ball in, a lot of air on it, and eventually cleared away. But the offside flag is up as well. So more frustration for them. Every time they seem to look like they're coming to terms with what the demands are, they give it away.
I think they need to be a bit patient. move the ball around. When they do it, they look very dangerous, Ruskin.
And they can't be passing the ball in the area to one black shirt. You need to get more players in the box. If the plan is to take it around to the sides, here's a nice ball again. And, if the plan is to get it to the extremities of the field, get it wide, and then get the crossing, surely the other players must know that is coming and that they need to position themselves. Yeah, that's another great ball. And here, Dibble running towards it now. Can he get the cross in? He was trying to shake his man, and eventually he's won a corner. But it was a good ball. But again, the ball just seemed to ride up on his feet, and he just couldn't get it up from under him. So a chance here now at getting something in the box. I think this is a good time for them to try to pull one back if they can. That's deep. That's not a bad ball. Back inside. And eventually Dibble it. You could see him backing away at the back post to get the header back across goal. If anything, he probably played it too straight towards the goal. He needed to play it back to where the black shirts are. And this is what I'm saying. When they're making those crosses, as that one was a good cross, but it's one man, you have to get numbers in there just to give you a chance. And there's a crunching tackle there. Varys is feeling that one.
Run into the guy. Flopped. I think he flopped himself to get a call there.
Yep. And he's happy. It's going to be a free kick. All of a sudden, the pain goes away. But as they say, all you need to do is feel a little contact and then go down. Especially in these dangerous areas. It's a good angle to get a good cross in. He's hitting it with the left foot though, so the goalkeeper has to be very alert here. So the referee trying to make sure that he's in a good position to supervise things here, because there's a lot of pushing and shoving in the area. Everybody trying to battle for space.
This one is a poor one. Needed to get this one closer to.
Again, trying to get the shot off low and hard, but eventually the defense holds nicely. Movement, not much of it. And as a result, really too easy for Slingerz. So Slingerz FC of Guyana 2-0 up, and really looking to put this away now. That's another good ball. Can he get his foot around this? He has one man in the area though, and that's the problem there. But they give it back to him. Shot, deflection, corner. Well.
Poor piece of defending there.
Not at the top of your box. You're not trying no fancy flick there. You just, if anything, to be safe, just hit it where you're facing. Just hit it out to the side of the field. Don't just flick the ball back.
Bit lucky there.
Yep, he kept it alive, but it could so easily have gone
in the back of the net.
Yep. So another opportunity here. 53.5 minutes gone so far. 2-0 to Slingerz, the team in white. Men from Guyana. Jamal Shabazz will be happy. That's a good corner, but dealt with nicely in the end. And the player stays down. Now the referee has decided to stop the play, and because on clearing the ball,
head injury,
Belizaire stayed down. It looked like he's cramping. So his teammates are helping out there, but here comes the physio now and the medical team to make sure that he gets the proper treatment. Maybe a little bit of salt or something in the system there. But if it's cramps, and it looked like it's cramps, so they're trying to work on those lower legs there to make sure that everything is everything. It is a hot day, and
Yes,
it's
very hot. And maybe
no shade.
no shade, and have to have those fluids and salts in the body.
Yep. And look at it again. He attacked the ball nicely. And actually, he tried to head it, but he didn't. The header was actually achieved by Eugene, and who was covering behind him, which is, again, good defense. If it misses the first one, the second one is there to help out. And they needed him there because there were a couple of white shirts lurking at the edge of the area. Slingerz with possession again. They have a man advantage because Belizaire is off the field. And well read. But back it goes. Here comes the white shirts again. They're really streaming forward now. Opportunity here. Still no shot.
Need to have that shot off on top of the box.
Yeah, he opted to dribble. Probably looking for the perfect opportunity.
They'll need the perfect opportunity to shoot. As we see, half a chance.
Goalkeeper puts himself in a little bit of trouble there.
Strong challenge there.
He thought about attacking the ball and then decided to go around it, but he cleaned his man up, Curtis Kellerman. And we have another player down. Or is this the same man who is feeling the crunch here? It really is hot and steamy. And actually, it's our good friend Gilbert, Jodlin Gilbert, who's been having a good game. He's really putting a lot of work. So you could understand why his muscles might be feeling a little. So taking out of bounds there, Charles just applying enough pressure. Might have gotten away with a hold there. Had his hands on his shoulder, looking to pull him back.
Still, the defender has just given away a corner. This could be very dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to gift your opponents, opportunities, because sooner or later, one of them would count. And any goal now to cut into that lead could set up a real
dogfight at
the last 30 minutes or so.
Ball. What's straight to the keeper. Big guy.
Yep. And he does well. There's a return ball. That's another brilliant ball. And can't control it. Really. And you bet your house that Niles was going to take that one down and maybe attack the defenders. But just for a moment there, the control was not as good as that was required. Here's the build-up play. Good approach work. Here's a lovely ball, but again, it's one man getting in there. And the goalkeeper will always fancy his chances of getting there first, which he did.
And that was a brave take there by the goalkeeper.
The ball gets
These
it
are
back.
the things you need from your goalkeeper, Ruskin.
Yep.
Take the pressure off the defenders.
Of the defenders, yep. Joseph has been out of the game for a while. They really need to get him the friendlier Joseph. Here's that diagonal ball again, aimed outside here now to Joseph. Just as I say, he needs to get into the game. He gets back-to-back opportunities. So we're going to have a substitution made, and it looks like, is it Beckford, the goal scorer? Yes. He is coming off. Actually, Niles is the man who's coming off. We were just talking about him there. And so he is
Ladies and gentlemen,
taking his
substitution
leave.
for Slingerz FC. Leaving the game, number 8, Darren Niles. Entering the game, number 23, Neron Barrow. Substitution, Slingerz FC. In. Number 23, Niran Barrow. Out. Number 8.
So Naran Barrow
Darren
makes his way
Niles.
on the field. And here they
In the
come. Here
61st
Slingerz come.
minute.
They come again, looking around, twisting, turning. And because everything is so slow, it allowed the defense to just close in on him. He turned left, turned right, turned left, turned back.
The pace of this game will drop later down into this game.
It's
because
just
of the
not
heat.
walking pace just now. And,
It's already that close to walk in. That needed the ball in the air for that diagonal ball.
you're trying to bypass 3 and 4 players. What you're really hoping is that they leave the gap open for you. It's another brilliant ball over on that far side. He might be offside though. But you never know because the ball was overhit there. 60 minutes completed now, so the countdown is on now for the Sharks. They need to manage the clock a little bit better now. They need to take advantage of all those opportunities that they're getting.
Player is down.
It's the cramps. You could see it. It's starting to take its toll here now. And what we were talking about, the size of the field earlier.
Yeah. It's the size of the field, and plus if the surface is a bit moist, it take a lot out of you. Out of you.
And plus, what also takes a lot of you is that they are basically running shuttles because every time they try to push out and they lose the ball, it's a sprint back to get back on defense. And after you do that, 8, 9, 10 times, you're winded. And then to add to that, as you say, the field is so big that you have to run an extra 10 yards just to get in a good defensive position. So all of those things combined, look, we have 2 players now down trying to stretch out. So you could see the conditions are taking its toll, wearing them down slowly but surely.
Yes, the Sharks are struggling here with the size of the field and the heat.
There's Lovell. It's had a good game.
And in consideration with this, Erskine, they are not keeping the ball.
Yep. And even when they keep it, they're doing it and they're probably going about it the wrong way. Because one man can't slow it down. Everybody must know what is happening.
You can play it slow, and then boom, fast, which is what the Slingerz are doing. Building it up very slow, and then they spring it very quickly.
Yep, they know what they're about, and because you can't play the game at one pace. Now this man is struggling. We saw him go down earlier, Gilbert. Like I said, he did a lot of running in the first half, and now the muscles are saying, "Boy, can't help you. He just can't stay on his feet now." And every time he puts in a tackle or he has to do a long run, a quick sprint, that is gonna feel even worse.
Take out a lot out of him.
Yep. So again, now they're going to take him off the field, so they have to be very careful here.
I know the recovery time here will be very hard.
Yeah, it's not easy, and it's not like rain is on the horizon. It's not. It's just hot sun. Even though it's there's a nice little sort of cover. But,
some clouds up.
Yeah, but it's not much. There's another great ball over, and kept in play. He's looking for something, looking around, plays the ball. This could be another chance, but well anticipated there on defense. And here they set in that trap again, trying to box them into that little area there.
Slingerz is controlling this game.
Yeah, they have absolute control of the game. They're probably not doing as much in front of goal as they should. But they certainly, their approach work is spot on. Here they go again. But they're really looking, again, once the ball is played, the midfield has to push up. Where he's receiving that ball now is where he should have received it when the control was made. The first ball was played out. But he was a good 10 to 15 meters further back, and there was nobody there to assist. So all of this is fine. Now they have to find the finishing touch. Here's the shot, and they blocked Dibble in the right place at the right time. Another shot coming, but
I think that's
again, hopeful.
Very ambitious there.
Yep. Brackenridge.
No need for that. Actually knows a defender there, Ruskin. Rush.
Yeah, he just hit it. Well, listen, in 1989, Paul Caligiuri just hit and turned away. He didn't even see the ball going to goal. So who knows? It might work, you know. Sometimes it actually works. Slingerz losing just a little touch, another foul. And they need to avoid getting into those little scrapes. Here's another ball just in the area. The defender stretching to get under that one or get to the end of it. He got under it and the ball just skidded off the top of his head. Could have gone anywhere.
Yes, that one could have dropped into the box, into the goal. The goalkeeper was in no man's land as well.
Yeah, but that time he was thinking about trying to intercept. But you never know. I think we're going to have the substitutions made. The referee I think he's going to let the corner go before he stops it. So now a chance here now for them to get this one. Here's Austin. Plays it in, cleared away by the defense. And now I think he's going to... he's going to do the hydration break.
I know most coaches do not like to make changes around corners to disrupt your assignments.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a smart one there. Sometimes you make the change.
The players out of position.
Out of position and goal.
Yeah, it's seen that happen already. And in fact, I think back to Lenny Alfonso. You're playing, I think it was the defense force. And this was on a muddy PSA ground. So we play in white, wine and white. Everybody dirty. The defense force players dirty, and they play in their yellow and blue. We playing in wine and white. And our uniforms brown and muddy. One man came on at the half line, Lenny Alfonso. White and clean. Nobody picked him up. You know, the corner went right to his head and he scored right under the goal. And you ask yourself how it is they didn't see him. You know, but it's the same thing because nobody accounted for him.
That's yeah.
He just came on, the ball came in, and he just nodded it down. Very first touch, not even on the field, 10 seconds, and he scored.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a double substitution for SWA Sharks FC.
So we have two changes.
Leaving the game, number 11, Frenda Joseph, and number 12, Jodlin Gilbert. Entering the game, number 4, James Rennie, and number 15, Marceli Longchamp. Substitutions.
So two changes for the Sharks, and they have opted to bring on James Rennie. So he is on.
Number 12, Jodlin Gilbert, and number 11.
And coming on, of course, as well is the number 15 is Longchamp.
They need some firepower.
Yeah, so Longchamp gets an opportunity. Can he take advantage of it? And again, everything is so tight. And one mistake in there it could be very costly for them. This is better. They spread it out a little bit. Just open it. And good things can happen. Much too straight. But that's more like it. bring the ball wide if you could buy some space out there, because nobody man marks that wide of the field. So you want to believe that person is going to have an opportunity to pick his head up and make a pass, a forward pass.
Strong tackles here.
Yep. And somebody has to control the ball. Stop on it. Yep. That's good football, and penalized for the initial infringement. Referee says play on, much to the chagrin of the Sharks. They're not happy. There's movement, and that's very well read there. The man who just came on there with the interception, Rennie, that had goal, certainly an opportunity or a chance at goal. And here they are again, giving opportunities quite often now. So that will stay with Slingerz.
Slingerz just needs to control this game. Continue keeping the ball and make the Sharks chase.
That's careless. Don't want to lose out like that. And eventually they do. He was under no real pressure there. All he had to do is roll the ball back from where it came. And Beckford, the goal scorer, miss hit. And talking about miss hit, the ball did the same thing. So you're just beginning to see just the quality going out of the game right now. Because too often players are trying to do things that are not really working.
When the players are getting tired, the mistakes keep getting more regular.
Yep.
A lack of concentration.
And just play it simple. Don't try anything too ambitious too soon. Make sure. Here is Debelot trying to control the game from his midfield position, but it's not the easiest thing to do, because quite often his teammates, their passes are errant passes, and it makes life very difficult for him to try to control proceedings. Talking about errant passing, that one again was a gift. That's another good ball. Another opportunity now. Just a one man in the area though, and we were talking about that. Who is he going to pass it to? And nobody. That's a crunching tackle there coming out, and it just seems as if down there, worse for wears. At the end of it was Charles.
Needs to get himself on the field. Up.
Yep.
Play the game. Weary legs.
Like we say, every tackle that they put in now, and in his case, he got tackled. And it's almost like if it took the last bit of breath out of him. He's just lying there on the ground. And the referees allowing play to continue. Here's the shot. And bobbled by the keeper, but eventually tidied up in the end by Corleone. And
calling for a change.
Yep, he realizes he's out of breath. But look at, here's the message. Watch at the players from Sharks. Almost everybody has hands on his hips or bending over. A clear indication.
Of tiredness. I've done a lot of running there.
Yep.
A lot of chasing of balls around.
And you could see the call, Junior Billy Belizaire. He's very unsteady on his legs.
This is where the quality of the game is really coming. It's dropping because of the tired legs and tired mind.
So Benjamin gets a breather, and coming on in his place, this is for Slingerz, is the number 17, Daryl Garcia. And also coming onto the field now is the number 12, making his way out there, Yusufu Kagbo. And of course,
Ladies and
exiting
gentlemen,
there was
substitutions
Paul.
for Slingerz FC in the 75th minute. Leaving
Good
the game,
opportunity
number
again
18,
as they
Kyrus
continue to
Paul,
build. This is with his
and
first touch.
number 11,
Opportunity, he
That's
scores!
Benjamin.
A
Well.
great
Entering
first
the
touch
game,
there.
Number 12, Yusuf.
Brilliant bit of work. He's only been on the field moment, and that is Karen Barrow, who came on as a substitute and buries that one in the 75th minute of play.
That's a good piece of football there. Good goal. Good one-touch finish. Keeper had no chance.
And again, good approach work because it played down the left. So his very first touch in the game, he's only just come on as a substitute going down that left-hand side there, Daryl Garcia. And
One touch.
Yep.
One touch.
And Barrow just slaps it in there. Neatly done there to make it 3-0 now in the 75th minute. I think you could say it's game, set, and match here, but under these conditions, you never know, because one goal, and then everybody
Ladies and gentlemen, that goal
wondering.
for Slingerz FC in the 77th minute was scored by number 23, Neron Barrow.
One goal can change the scope of the game.
Yep. But they made another substitution. Of course, we saw number 24 sneaking onto the field there.
3, SWA Sharks FC 0.
So 3-0 it is. And Gustavo Ponce Martinez is taking his place on the field now.
There's been a double substitution for SWA Sharks FC. Leaving the game, number 6, Junior Billy Belizer, and number 25, Mackenzie Cadet. Entering the game, number 24, Gustavo Ponce Martinez, and number 16, Idalin Gardner. Substitution, SWA Sharks FC.
So changes all over the place.
You have to be very mindful of the changes.
Yeah, once it doesn't disrupt, or you're hoping that it enhances what is happening on the field. Here's another great ball. Once again, there are good numbers at the back post. Can he get it over? He has plenty of time. Takes his spot. Well controlled. Shot off the bar. Well.
Great save there by the goalkeeper.
Yes, he might have gotten a touch onto it as well, but what a shot there. And Junior Paul, or rather that's the man who created the goal with his first touch, Garcia, and he almost had a goal for himself. So they wanted to take it from either side. That's unfair. Take two corners.
Up three and still wanted to take 2 corners.
Take it from both sides.
Which side will they defend from?
Header at the back post. Goalkeeper is coming and claims it nicely. But he's looking for an outlet. There's none. There's one man up there. Maybe this might do the trick. Instead, it's played back easily to the goalkeeper, and he's going to start it all the way from the back. Denzel Smith hasn't had much to do lately. He's been a relative spectator.
Maybe you don't need to. Just needs to just be there. Safe.
Yeah,
playing it around. Killing the game.
Yeah, just make sure the ball keeps flowing, rotating. That's another great ball, but I don't think they read it too much. And as a result, it's turned over now to the Sharks. But they can give it away. Here's a shot at goal off the bar. Well. The referee never blew the whistle. The defender just got bundled away from the ball. And luckily for him, it didn't go under the bar.
That's a piece of careless football there.
Here again, the ball just given back to, now you know why coaches have gray hairs, because when you're throwing the ball, you at least want it to, the first person to touch it is your teammate.
Not just gray hairs, Ruskin, ball heads. keep pulling their hair out.
Because you want to believe you have control of the ball that way, to just throw it to your teammate right there, 5 meters away from you. And when you cannot hit that target, it makes your life very difficult. And as Sid says, coaches go bald more often than not. So 3-0 it is now, as they just continue to tighten the screws here. The Slingerz outfit. And Shabazz just checking. As if he's probably saying, why don't I have another goal? And really trying to set up a wall there and missing out. But the good thing, unlike the players who've come on for Sharks, the players who've come on for Slingerz have actually contributed. They've really gotten into the game and impacting the game. Now, here's another opportunity. He's offside. Well, had he stayed away from the ball, who knows?
Could have been.
Garcia might have been able to
walk in the goal.
To probably just get on to the end of that one. Actually, it wasn't Garcia who was running on there. One of the other subs was just trying to sneak in there. But still, comfortably for Slingerz at the moment. And this is the problem for the Sharks. One ball and they give it away. And everything now becomes hard work for them. And where are the options? Not many. Again, just trying to play keep away here and not allow the opponents to just get the ball. If you can't score, then if we can't score, you shouldn't score. But they have to be moving and looking for the ball a little bit better. And this is the problem, yeah.
Very dangerous areas.
Where's the support? Quickly now, it's picked up right there in the middle of the park, spread out wide. They have opportunities, and quick opportunity now. This one is back in the area. Header misses. Well. He should have buried that one comfortably into the net, either side of the goalkeeper, and he would have had a hat-trick here today. Came up Beckford. Really should have put that one away for his third goal of the afternoon. Lovely ball played out on the far side, picked up there by Kagbo, the substitute, and then coming in there, really unmarked, Beckford, and he must be saying how it is I missed that. But this has been the story here. They've just been able to win the ball back comfortably without too much fuss. And Sharks are having a hard time holding on to the ball. And Slingerz are just creating chances. Here's another brilliant ball. Now 2v1. One is the goalkeeper. And he has decided to go the long way around and scores all the same. Well. And that is the man, Garcia. We thought he provided one earlier and with his first touch. And now in the 84th minute of play, he makes it 4-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, that goal.
That's making it very easy now. They has kept the ball away from the Sharks. Tired legs out there. Can't even chase. Look at how far he run from. And the defenders on them has not done any tracking.
Yep, they left the goalkeeper. Really, they're very vulnerable indeed. And they're trying to play the offside, but it was a square defense at the half line. He could easily have rolled that across for his teammate, and he probably would have scored. In fact, you would think he should have scored from there. But here now is
Leaving the game, number 10, Kima Beckford, and number 15, Solomon Austin. Entering the game, number 6, Herrera Tabola Geronimo, and number 2, Khalifa Jallo. Substitution, Slingerz FC.
So again, opportunities for some of the others. Tabola Geronimo. And also getting an opportunity here is Jallo, Khalifa Jallo. So these are precious moments for these, precious minutes for these players. Another 5 or so minutes of regulation time plus whatever time it might be added on. Look at the control there, just not able to execute it. But the work for the goal was brilliant work again. And you saw him, Kagbo, running down that byline and getting the ball in, doing it so well. This is the problem here. Just as they control the ball, you're only seeing white shirts just breathing down their necks and cutting off passing lanes and creating problems for them. Now he has to go alone. That's a good 1-2. Can he get the ball across the goal?
Needed to just
still playing there. Still they're battling for it. And eventually an infringement.
just needed to whip that across the goal with his left foot. No need to cut back there.
And he had 3. We will be calling for black shirts in the area. He had 3 in the area, never used them. So again, big challenge here. Barrow using his size to good effect and creating a different kind of problem for them. Another substitution, Paul is coming off, and he is being replaced by Evariste. Oh. There's another one of the substitutes who came on, and that's a good ball. Can he get the cross in a little bit deep? But it's still in play. And that was Geronimo controlling it. They go for the return ball. Just created enough problems. And somehow, here's Geronimo. Can he get the shot off? He does. Save, or blocked rather, by the defense. And it's back with Slingerz. They get possession again, looking for movement, finding that movement, and they're still battling there now.
Slingerz seems to be looking for more goals here.
Yep, 5 songs better than 4. That might be the mindset here. If I could just get my foot on one. Geronimo had a good crack there.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it was blocked by the defender. Talk about right place, right time. Ball played away nicely now by Martinez. Going for the return ball, but it doesn't come. And that's not a bad ball. There is a play out there, but who is he going to pass it to? And again, there are no options in the middle for him. Yet really try to force it. There it is again. And away it goes again. Movement.
Offside.
Yeah, he's offside. He's loafing out there. He must see across the line. And I think he was asking for the ball earlier. And but once the ball isn't played, you have to somehow find yourself back on side quickly. But as we say, in this heat with 88 minutes or so going, somehow the faculties are not operating on full cylinder because the sun takes its toll.
Yes, Rusky, this is very hot sun to be playing in. And it really gets really hot after a night of rain. The sun really comes out very hot to dry.
Dry up conditions.
Yes.
the players suffer as a result. Because they are the ones out there running up and down, trying their best to do things, but we'll see. Kemar Beckford, the man of the moment, 2 first-half goals, had a chance at a hat-trick, the header, that he just sort of glanced wide.
Poor. Let's see how many minutes.
I would imagine about 3 minutes, which isn't bad.
That's fair.
Yep.
And haven't much stoppage time like the first game.
Yeah, where we had those 2 big incidents. Here's a shot and took a deflection though, so it's still in play and tidied up nicely once again. So they're still not giving things away. They're just trying to keep possession. And that's more like it. Slow it right down.
Save your legs.
Yeah, as I say, take the wind out of their sails here now. Jallo, the substitute, back on there quickly by Quincy Adams. Adams goes back to goalkeeper Smith. Smith decides that he's going to slow it down and plays it wide to Brackenbridge, who decides to push it up the field. Whoa, he just needed to play that first time there for Kagbo. And it ran away from him. And look at how much deeper now you're starting to see Debola play. He realizes that it makes no sense trying to go into an advanced position and the ball is just being played around you time and again. Jallo picks it up and they're on the march once again. Garcia, or rather trying to knife it away there. That's Kagbo. And that was the same scenario that resulted in the goal. A 2v1 against the keeper.
The only difference is the weight of the pass.
Yep. And an infringement there. This time Garcia the guilty man. So Daryl Garcia showing his capabilities. Martinez looking for some movement, looking for support. Not getting too much, but he won a free kick. So really, when you think about it, this has been a tough afternoon for the men in black.
Yeah, for the Sharks.
Yep. Normally, Sharks are the ones who devour the opposition. Not today.
Well, this time the Slingerz use their slinging shot.
Yep.
And take out the Sharks.
Yeah, and they did it with 4 well-taken goals. And now Smith is just running down the second. So here it is. Comprehensive, if you could call it that. 4 goals to nothing, the final score. And Slingerz FC from Guyana came out Beckford in the 10th and 44th minutes to make it 2-0 at the half. And then in the 75th minute, Karen Barrow, the substitute, and an assist from Gerald Garcia. And then Daryl Garcia got his name on the score sheets in the 84th minute, 4-0. And I think that really paints the picture.
Yes, it was a clinical finish here by the Slingerz. They have controlled the game from beginning, kept the ball away from the Sharks, made them chase, and when their legs has gone, easily pickings and scoring some very simple goals.
It certainly has been that. So we'll take a quick look at some of the highlights and certainly look back at what could only be described as a comprehensive win for Slingerz as they celebrate a 4-0 result. So just take a look at some of these highlights here. Great opportunity and put away nicely. Again, Beckford getting behind the defense and putting it away, getting it beyond. This should have been a goal, at least force the goalkeeper to make a save. Instead, he headed it straight, headed it wide. And
very unselfish play there.
Yep. Nice finish once again. Here is the other one. This is goal number 3. Brilliant work. Barrow came on as a sub. And, of course, Garcia also came on as a sub. That was Garcia's first touch. And here's a brilliant effort from him there again. You could see he has an eye for goal. And but this is a gift. And it almost cost them once more. But eventually, look at the time, the well-timed run. Took his time, went around the goalkeeper, and was able to squeeze it in. And deserving is the best with it. So at the end of pulsating contest, 4-0. Slingerz over the Sharks, and that's the final score here in game number 2. We have a third game coming up shortly. fellas were dying over there. I could see
Ready,
it.
Russ?
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
Thank you very much. Again, congratulations to Jamal Shabazz, the coach of the Slingerz team. Jab, how you feeling? I mean, I know you wanted more goals, but you got 4.
Good start for us, first time in the CFU Shield. A lot of nerves in the first 15 minutes. And, you know, I thought we did well to come away with winners and with 4 goals as well.
Beckford, outstanding in the first half. 2 clinical. Should have had a third, but I know you weren't pressing him too much, but 2 is 2.
This guy, Kima Beckford, we call him Bushy, he's been raining goals for years, you know, and in the last 2 seasons in Guyana, he's been really, really prolific.
I always said this, substitutes supposed to be looking at the game, so when they get the opportunities, they could come and execute. I thought your subs did exceptionally well today, and of course, Barrow got his goal, and Garcia also got a goal.
Yeah, the guys all eager to play, and very little, you know, separates the guys on the bench and the guys on the pitch, you know, and there's that real competitive spirit in the team. So when they came on, they didn't care if it was 10 minutes because they're thinking, hey, we leading, we want to impress for the next game.
Of course, on to the round of 16, as you talk about the next game, I would imagine that was part of the plan.
Definitely, and meeting Prisons, who is a formidable opponent out of the elite league here in Trinidad and Tobago. I think that it's something that we now got to recover, rest, and get ready for that next one.
Okay, congratulations, all the best going forward.
Thank you very much.
They just heard it there from Shabazz Jamas, the coach of the Guyana team, the Slingerz, and 4-0, a comprehensive victory for them. And our congratulations to Beckford with 2 goals, of course, the star of the show. Don't go away. Coming up in a short while, we have the 3rd and final game for today, day 1 of the CFU Club Shield 2026.
Catch all the action live on Blue. Stream like a boss.
It doesn't matter if you speak English or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
The CFU 2026 Club Shield, brought to you by the Caribbean Football Union.